For so long we feared our doom would come from the barbarous mountain tribes, but in the end, we've been the instruments of our own demise, helped along by the insidious promises of the necromancers. It is not yet 2 moons since the great rituals were undertaken, led by our ever-reaching oligarchs. The rituals intended to bring immortality and ensure the lasting greatness of Arcadia. Ever the skeptic, I figured it was a sham, political theatre at best, but the ritual seems to have been a tragic success. The ritual was the invention of a necromancer named Ouroboros, a man imprisoned in the steppes of torment, who it is said did not age and could not be killed by any means. The leaders of the 3 greatest houses, including my own patron, Uros Vagra, made an ill-conceived journey to the tower in the hopes of compelling this Ouroboros to give up his secrets. Here, immortality worked against Ouroboros, as it was subjected to the most brutal and imaginative forms of torture that could be devised for a man who could not die. Finally, Ouroboros agreed to instruct them in the ritual, and the oligarchs, blinded by their lust for immortality, were all too eager to believe that his will was broken, and accepted the ritual as genuine. It has become clear that the people of Arcovia are indeed granted a form of immortality, but it is a cruel and twisted fulfillment of that promise. Our bodies still suffered ravages of time, eventually dying and decaying, whilst our spirits remain trapped within, eternally bound to this land. I've witnessed this myself. The sick and elderly, near death at the time of the ritual, remain with us yet. Their bodies visibly decay, in the matter of a corpse, yet they continue on as though living, able to move and talk. It's still much the same person as they were in life, yet not. Those who suffer this death of the body become somehow less vital, less dynamic of thought. They become ever more narrowly focused on whatever concerned them most in life. It is disturbing to witness families that do not know what to do with their deceased, yet still present, loved ones. More horrible still are the rumours of babies born since the ritual. Abominations, they say, deformed and bearing grey grisly feathers. It is said that many forlorn new fathers have been seen trekking into the broken hills, bundle in arm, to leave their natural offspring to the elements. The din of fighting and wailing continues on below. I expect it shall for quite some time, since combatants cannot die by mortal means. I will sit with my books and continue my writing, for whatever time may remain, perhaps all of eternity. Theodocus Vagra, scribe of Arcovia. I remember in Greek society, apparently the thing they would do was apparently, say if they didn't want a kid, they'll leave it out, just to the subject of the elements, and if they died, then it died of exposure. It died of exposure. Oh, shit. But if it died of exposure, then it died of natural causes and was, fine. Was there a way around any, qualms with killing children by just saying like, oh, it died of natural causes? Kind of reminds me of the Terry Pratchett thing. Two of them died from, two of them were murdered. The third died of natural causes. A knife in the heart quite naturally ends one's life, or something to that effect. I just remember the quite naturally ends one's life and the stabbing reference. Well, and a stabbing reference. 3, 2. I was actually had my hand wrong, so I hit 4 instead of 3 the first time. Okay. Go band and no. Bit of health regenerated, but that's it. None really to write home about. Just seems like we just have to keep wandering around in here. We'll eventually find our way through. Which we just did. Just keep shocking here for a moment. Okay. Keep smacking. Need to remember to alternate between left clicking and right clicking as much as possible, because this does a fair whack of damage. It does more damage than this does. What's over here? Beyond the skeletal deathbolt person. Basically, it was just another way around to here. I actually thought it was a sealed off kind of room, but no, it's, well, clearly not. Moonstone Band of Chilling. I'll take it so I can sell it. Anything of interest over here? You know what? No, not really. I can pop my head back in there if I feel like it, but for now, I'm going to move on. Minerva? Makes me think Greek god Minerva. But anyway. Please, stay your weapon, mortal. I only ask that you hear out my plea. What is it you need? Many ages ago, my people made a great mistake, and we pay for our hubris, eternally bound to this land. But our children do not deserve the fate placed upon them by our curse. My daughter, Utra, now stalks the broken hills as a hideous harpy. She suffers for my sins in the body of a monster, bitter, twisted, and having never known a mother's love. Please, mortal, find my daughter, deliver a swift and merciful end to her eternal torment. If you do this for me, I will gladly give of my essence to strengthen yours. I'll do as you ask. Slay Lutra the Abandoned in the Broken Hills. Anything interesting here? No. Cross the bridge near Twin Falls, travel through Smuggler's Pass. I think Smuggler's Pass is somewhere in the Broken Hills. I vaguely remember seeing Broken Hills referenced before. When they're talking about Smuggler's Pass, I think I saw Broken Hills mentioned there. Here we can check. They ran through Broken Hills, so. Okay, so yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pop back here. That was crossing, and you know what? I'm gonna call this here, folks. I'm getting rather tired. And remember how I mentioned in the earlier episodes about dozing in mid-recording? Not that this game is boring, but just purely like I was. I felt like I blacked out for a moment. I just closed my eyes and I just completely blanked on everything. It was like I blacked out for a second or something. Don't want that to start happening. I can feel myself, not commentating as much as I should, being a little, tired basically. So I'm going to end this here before it get any worse. I do apologize for being tired in the first place, but that I am mortal. Hear me roar. No, it's it's part and parcel. I would have recorded at a better time, but well, my sleep schedule's been out of whack, so just wanted to get a little bit done, even if it is a little rough. So anyway, folks, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon to record more. But until then, adios.